Hello friends, today I'm going to have you guys following a tutorial from BandLab. It is a good tutorial and it shows you how to create this track, which is very involved, has a lot of different elements to it, and it's really cool. But before I wanted to get you started on that, I wanted to stop for a second and give you some tips and advice, because there is one thing that they do right at the beginning which is very tricky, and they kind of just throw you right into it. And it's this passage in the video, which comes in less than a minute.
Synth keys, transpluck. I program in a pattern that plays F minor, A sharp major in a second inversion, G sharp major, and A sharp major.
All right, so he just threw a lot of technical words in there, and he only showed this for like a second. So I wanted to pause here, and you're going to need to pause here too, and you're going to need to pause in a similar way later when he is showing you other detailed things like this throughout the tutorial. And I just want to explain to you how you can do this and how you can actually get this into your own project. So this is the project that he's working on. And I just want to show you visually how you should look at this and what you should look for as you copy it into your own part in order to be able to do this accurately and correctly. So one of the key skills here is our piano reading skill, right? The little rectangles that we see here, it can be hard to follow along with this grid, but you can see that they map to a piano, and the piano is labeled, right? C4, C3, and as I scroll up and down, C5, C6, right? I'm getting higher and higher on the piano as I'm scrolling up, or lower and lower, right? The chord that he is starting you on, the top note is C4. Can we hear that? Turn it up a little bit. Okay. And then this middle note here, right, we've got a G sharp, we've got an F. Now, you don't need to know the names of the notes, but what you do need to do is look carefully and closely at where these things are when you're looking at his tutorial and making sure that you're putting these in the right place, that you're putting them on the right place from left to right, and that you are making sure that you put them onto the right line from top to bottom. So I did just want to pause and give you a closer look. This is the first chord. He does have them offset in a tricky way where you can see that this one lines up with the grid, and then this one happens 1.5 spaces later, right? 1.5 spaces later. So he's kind of putting these notes in between the beats, right? And there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go on to the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On to the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So make sure you're counting how often they repeat and that you are trying to place them as accurately as you can. And you should hopefully end up with something that sounds a little bit like this. For this specific part, I'm going to hit the S, which means that it will solo, and I will only hear this. Another tip for making sure that we write this down correctly is thinking about, again, just like we did last time, musical phrases, right? This is repeating itself in a 2-measure phrase. You can see that right here, it lines up exactly on the 17th measure. If I go over to the 19th measure, again, the pattern starts over fresh. If I go to the 18th measure, I'm kind of in the middle of the pattern, right? So as long as you hit those landmarks of having the pattern start at the right place and having the right number of notes in between, it is all going to shake out and sound pretty close to what it's supposed to sound like. And you can see that the pattern is just repeating, over and over again. See it on the top here? So that's as short as it is. It only goes from there, that's the end of it, to there. So it looks very overwhelming, okay? I always forget that that's going to make a noise. It looks very overwhelming, but this is all that you're going to need to click in. And then you just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and that's all there is to it, okay? So just follow along with the tutorial. Take your time. If you want to be inspired by it and go off in your own direction, you can feel free to do that and be creative with this BandLab thing. But just do your best. Take your time. Be patient. Give yourself a 5-minute break if you need it, because you are going to be working in this for quite a few minutes, and do your best. I look forward to seeing what you submit.